welcome to Only Toyota channel. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you. At first blush, the 2018 Toyota CHR's exterior styling is very aggressive. The compact crossover is sharply angled and steeply raked with bulging wheel arches. However, closer observation reveals that there is a curvaceousness to the design that also makes it look a bit fun and approachable with its grumpy cat face and rounded silhouette. I get into Hyundai's Veloster in details like the windswept headlamps and VW's Beetle in the flared haunches. The trapezoidal rear door handles tuck in the upper corner of the rear glass, making the crossover look like a coupe. Despite the steeply angled roofline, there's a reasonable amount of headroom on the second row. There's not an angle at which you can view the CHR where it looks boring. Though, there are a few unflattering ones. In profile, for example, the long front overhang is plainly obvious, sort of spoiling the sporty wheels at the corner aesthetic. But overall, I enjoy the high level of curb appeal. I should also note that the CHR is a car that wears color well, so don't be afraid to go bold when choosing yours. Our example popped in blue Eclipse metallic, but the ruby red pearl also looks pretty sweet. My personal favorite wild color is the optional radiant green mica with contrasting white roof. It stands all the way out in a crowd. Inside, some thought has gone into maintaining the high-style aesthetic, but the CHR's low budget is more plainly felt. There are lovely details, like a sculpted pattern in the headliner, but mostly I was disappointed by the hollow and cheap-feeling plastic that makes up most of the cabin surfaces. Wild style, docile performer. Despite the agro-futuristic look, the CHR is a surprisingly docile ride. Under the hood, a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine makes just 144 horsepower and 139 pound-feet of torque. The only transmission available is a continuously variable one. Toyota's CVTIS features Sport, Normal, Manual and Eco programs, and the only configuration available is front-wheel drive. Those looking for high performance or wanting to use the CHR to get to outdoor activities may find that a pretty disappointing loadout, particularly the lack of all-wheel drive. However, the CHR performs well enough within its limitations. The CVT does a pretty good job of making the best use of the torque on hand, delivering good around-town pep even as it gives up a bit of off-the-line responsiveness. Sure, it could use a bit more power, but the crossover feels adequate for commuting and running errands. I expected the CHR to be more firmly sprung, but the ride was quite comfortable. The CHR did a great job absorbing impacts from potholes and bumps, while still feeling planted and confident around the bend. The compliant suspension and smooth torque delivery made for a casual and laid-back driving character that was relaxing and totally in contrast to the sharp exterior. The CHR delivers average fuel economy. At 27 city mpg, 31 highway mpg and 29 mpg combined, the EPA estimates are middle of the road for this class. Subaru's Cross-Strike returns similar economy with standard all-wheel drive, and Honda's HR-V beats it by 2 to 3 mpg across the board. That makes me even more disappointed that our market doesn't get the CHR hybrid model available to European and Japanese buyers. Standard Toyota Safety Sense P. Perhaps the most surprising detail about the CHR is that the Toyota Safety Sense P, TSSP, suite of driver aid technology is standard on all models. That includes forward collision braking with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert with lane keeping steering assist, automatic high-beam headlamps and full-speed range adaptive cruise control. It's a feature set you'd expect to pay a few grand for on a luxury car that is standard equipment on this quirky $23,000 Toyota. That's amazing! Step up from the base XLE model to an XLE Premium to add blind spot monitoring with rear cross-traffic alert to the driver aid mix. The CHR also comes standard with a reverse camera that displays through a teensy 2-inch screen housed within the rearview mirror. While I was happy to have the camera, I found the display hard to see in bright daylight, making me go just a bit cross-eyed trying to focus on it. In the end, I resorted to good old-fashioned looking over the shoulder. BYO Tech. Dashboard technology in the CHR is simple to the point of annoyance. This single-option receiver lacks Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. There's no navigation option from Toyota, so I was stuck using my phone on a suction cup to get to unfamiliar locations. There's not even an option for satellite radio tuning. The only audio sources are simple AM/FM with HD radio, Bluetooth for hands-free calling and audio streaming, and USB and iPod connectivity. I'd say this is radio straight out of 2010, but it doesn't even have a CD slot.